doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Freddy Pulliam is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen. He took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Digging in now, Jeff DePriest, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game. But they're facing an ace on the other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if they're going to have any chance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. Coming into the game, he's among the leaders in the AL in stolen bases. Sure, that tells you he has a lot of speed, but what it also tells you is he does a great job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard in this one.
Now batting, Darryl Thacker. And he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Numb onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Ray Bannister.
Coming to the plate now, Greg Bannister. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Numb is there, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Willie Zimmerman will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Now at the plate, Peter Crozier. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Peter Crozier.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And that one just missed outside.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Thacker has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
The next Cub up, William Nam, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Nam has had a great season to this point, and heading into today, he's received the most all-star votes among shortstops in the league.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Jose Melendez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got that average pushing up near 360 now. 10 home runs and 23 driven in. Now the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Fouled off. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Angel Barrios. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Two out with the man at first. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Digging in, Samuel Estrada.
Hitting off for Minnesota, right fielder, Samuel Estrada.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup right down the middle. Estrada absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Pedro Rosario, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Barrios moving forward. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Roberto Garcia.
So coming to the plate, Roberto Garcia. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Rosario at second with 2 down. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And this one's in the dirt. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he got him. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Chris Valdez. He really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One and 2, here it comes. Here we go. And a fastball just a bit high. And he fouls this one off. walked him up. Rosario is there. He's got it one away.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder. Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the ball.
Digging in, Michael Love. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Batting 7, catcher.
Set to get his day started, Mike Watkins, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, Brian Kell.
Leading off for the Twins, catcher, Brian Kell.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Wind up and the 0-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Mueller fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So here now is the pitcher, Willie Zimmerman. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. And he misses there, 1-2.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
Swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
In now, Jeff DePriest, as he grounds one briskly to short. Played on the backhand. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set to get his day started, Charlie
Leading off
Mueller.
for the Cubs.
And it's been a real struggle
Second
for him with the
baseman,
bat so far this
Charlie
year, looking to get
Mueller.
things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Estrada sprinting after it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with 1 away now, time for a check of the standings as you find out where the Twins find themselves in the AL Central picture. First pitch on its way. Fastball that just misses inside. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
2-0 count. The pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Here it comes, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Thacker is after it. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder, Peter Crozier.
So stepping in, Peter Crozier. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. The high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again. Darryl Thacker.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Come on now, let's go.
Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report. We see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Stepping up now, Greg Bannister. Pitch on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Digging in, Samuel Estrada. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, William Nam. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Number 33.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Thacker moving in. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
First baseman, Jose Melendez.
Stepping into the box, Jose Melendez. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Mario.
Stepping in now, Angel Barrios. He swings and grounds it to short. A step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit's all they get. We've played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Pedro Rosario. He singled his last time up.
Shortstop, Pedro Rosario.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now it's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Let's go, Cubbies!
Outside, 3-0 now. Andrew Benintendi is on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Count remains full. The next 3-2. And another foul ball. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Has a look, now the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Popped him up. Love is under it, no problem, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 5, Roberto Garcia.
Ready for another chance? Roberto Garcia. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Set and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Struck him out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box now, Brian Kell. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Rosario is off at first with 2 away.
He's going.
Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down.
Count is 1-2.
Not going to get him as he swipes second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. In now, Chris Valdez.
Leading off for the Cubs, left fielder, Chris Valdez.
First pitch on its way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Into the basket, and it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right
The batter,
Standing in now, Michael Love. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Estrada is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Mike Watkins.
Standing in, Mike Watkins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pitch on the way. Low for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Charlie Mueller.
Into the box now, Charlie Mueller. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Just missed with a breaking ball. 2 out, nobody on. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Here it comes, the 3-0. There's ball 4.
Ball 4, that's it.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Freddy Pulliam. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball in.
Fastball that just misses inside. One run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
That's right. Let's do your pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. Estrada has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Willie Zimmerman, will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Twins pitcher. Line softly to the right side. Foul. Lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leader. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Jeff DePriest. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Darryl Thacker. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Striding into the box, Greg Bannister, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Peter Crozier.
Center fielder, Peter Crozier.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Ball 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. A swinging bunt up the line. Gonna be a tough play. And there's 1 down now.
Now batting, the shortstop, William Nam.
Now at the plate, William Nam. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Bannister moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jose Melendez.
Into the box, Jose Melendez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Now the 0-1. Tapper up the line. That one rolls foul. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ryan Delgado is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Samuel Estrada, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Pulled toward right center field. Crozier on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Pedro Rosario.
At the plate, Pedro Rosario. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up on the backhand. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Cubs have decided to.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Stepping in now, Andrew Benintendi, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Lifted the other way to left center. Valdez has it in his tracks. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail this one 1-0. Philip Key is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Philip Key.
Riding in once again, Angel Barrio. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Chris Valdez will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First offering on its way. This is foul right side. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Love. First pitch of the at-bat. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Into the box, Mike Watkins. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Charlie Mueller would be next. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
High in the air into shallow left center. Thacker is in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Alvin Diesel has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the
Number
eighth.
4, Alvin Diesel.
Now in the box, Roberto Garcia. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-0 home is a curveball taken low for a ball. Easel has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 home. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tie run to the plate.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Stepping in, Brian Kell. First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Guys.
This is on the ground over the first. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Chris Fernandez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 1-1. Bouncer up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Cubs 2 and the Twins nothing. Gutierrez will come out and take the ball here, as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Gutierrez.
Stepping in, Charlie Mueller, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman, Charlie Mueller.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The
Nope.
fastball here as he'll
Counts
take a
1-0.
look at ball 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Very
Up
brisk
hitter.
pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest.
Your attention, please.
Sanborn will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get
Number
something
12.
started here with one gone in the inning.
Sanborn.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
And a fastball just a bit up. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Center fielder, Peter Rozier.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Peter Crozier. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. Cubs lead it 2-0. Lonnie Mitchell-Tree comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Lonnie Mitchell-Tree.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go.
Leading off for the
DeVries.
Twins.
And Dan, he and his
Second
fellow
baseman.
top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Darryl Thacker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. Numb has it. Throw on to first to get him, and the Twins are now down to their final out.
Now batting. The first baseman, Ray Bannister.
Up next for Minnesota, Greg Bannister. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Hit to first. Melendez is there, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
A 2-0 finish today. Chicago used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Freddy Pulliam earns his 5th winner of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Willie Zimmerman is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Lonnie Mitchell-Tree hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.